Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. We'll get right into the read, shall we? Spirit, what is it that the collective needs to know at this time? Please let us know what the collective needs to know at this time, Spirit. That one popped right out there, didn't it? We got some delays. So, the hangman reversed. Somebody feels as though they don't have control. There's delays. Challenged by. Challenged by the Nine of Wands. Challenged by somebody's defense and courage. In the subconscious. We've got the Ten of Wands in the upright. So this person who feels like they don't have any control, they are challenged because of somebody else's courage and persistence. They're not giving up. And this is a Ten of Wands in their mind. They're thinking, wow, man, this burden is like real heavy. They just like to. So, and in the recent past, the Eight of Swords. Somebody feels as though they are restricted, maybe in a mental prison. Intention and expectation. Is the Knight of Swords. They wish to defend their beliefs. In the near future. There is the Six of Swords in the upright. There's a moving on to calmer waters. The lens is being looked through. Is the Three of Cups in the upright. So somebody's celebrating. There's a celebration. In the environment, well, very quickly, we've got the Eight of Wands and the Chariot in the upright. Quick decisions and a departure. I think it was on the 21st. Spirit told me to be prepared. The 21st of January. And it looks like right here it's in the environment. So there's swift change very quickly. There will be the Chariot here, like forward movement. There could be a journey. The hopes and fears. We've got the Eight of Cups reversed. Somebody clinging to the past. And in the outcome, a disconnection. Four of Cups in the upright. And here we've got the Six of Pentacles in the upright. So there's generosity that permeates the whole wreath. Sharing of the wealth and the Wheel of Fortune. This is the cycle. Oh, and the Sun. And the Sun. A generous, prosperous, new beginning. The Wheel of Fortune is entering into your destiny, and the Sun is here, a happy rebirth. All is well. Compass. Somebody feels as though they've lost control. They're stalling. There's a compass here. Like maybe they feel they've lost control of this compass. Like they no longer have control of the reins. They can't steer the ship. Somebody's resilient. Somebody persevered. Somebody was stronger and more courageous than this person thought they would be. They're challenged because they didn't receive the promise. They're challenged because somebody was more courageous and more persevering and more resilient than they thought that they were going to be. And this person who's experiencing delays gaining this compass, they did not get the promise. They're in a 10 of Wands. Stressed out. They are stressed out over the knowledge of this wholesome person. They're stressed out over the knowledge of this wholesome person. They're stressed out that that there's an end in sight. In the recent past, there is a restriction. There's mental imprisonment or victim mentality. And there's a tribe here. So it could be that this whole tribe is bound or restricted. And there is this Knight of Swords. They're defending their beliefs. They want to defend their beliefs. Somebody might receive a visitation from a teacher. They're thinking fast. There's a transition in the near future. And you don't have to do anything. There's addictions here. Or maybe there's a transition for those who did nothing and they are addicted. Maybe there's a transition, a relationship ending for those who have addictions and did nothing. There's a celebration here in the near, in the lens that, in the lens that's being looked at. There's a celebration because you survived. This wholesome person survived. in the environment, there is very swiftly, there's the Chariot, like boom, swift change. There's a yes or no. There's a swift change and a journey happening for those who puppet people, the puppet master, or the puppets themselves. They're clinging to the past. They have a fear of the loss. They're actors. Personality. And they've been disconnected. And they've been disconnected. They could have a narrow perception or a limited perception. They might be trying to spy on people. There's the Six of Pentacles, which is a generous, abundant, and shine. So there's the Six of Pentacles for those who shine on the outgoing, permeating energies. Those who shine and their ancestors. It's time, and they have gotten forgiveness for their faith. The message is here. Justice is being served. And there's a change coming for those who are conscientious. Those who are vain, the snake, who have been receiving privilege and love, are going to be haunted now. The spiritual throne goes to those people who are in service. They're spying on the location of the objects. They're trying to use the Ouija board and other divination tools, these players are, to try to locate these families so that they can continue to split up the family unit. So somebody doesn't have control of the compass. They can't steer the path. They don't have control over this destiny, over this cycle. They can't steer the ship. They can't drive the car. They don't have the reins. There's a community here that has a lack of control over this compass. They're challenged because they didn't get the promise. They're challenged because their opposition or whatever was more courageous and resilient than they figured they would be. They're challenged because they weren't able to stop these lovers from coming together, or they didn't get the love relationship. They weren't able to connect with this wholesome person. This wholesome person learned a lot by carrying this Ten of Wands. This community had this wholesome person in a Ten of Wands. But she just learned from her experiences. Look, and her pathway is open. There's a tribe here who are having negative thoughts. They could be suffering imprisonment. A tribe of thieves. A tribe of thieves are in negative thoughts right now. They're restricted. They could be suffering some imprisonment, bound somehow. They're rushing in. They want to defend their beliefs. There's a visitor here. There might be a visitor, like the Most High. They might have gotten a visit from their teacher or whoever taught them. And they're trying to defend their beliefs. They're trying to defend their beliefs to the visitor. They're saying, look, to the teacher. They're trying to defend their beliefs. They're going to be suffering bad health over this gift. Somebody who has addictions didn't do anything, and they're going to be there's going to be a change. There's going to be a transition. And they're concerned. There's a celebration, a 3 of Cups on the upright, because you survived. This wholesome person survived. This wholesome person was able to preserve themselves. As an act of love, they chose self-preservation. They walked away from whatever this was. They could have walked away from a mature man, or there's a mature man present. Very swiftly, there's going to be a journey, a transition for the puppets and the puppet master. And there's going to be a marriage. Somebody is got a fear of change, a fear of loss. These actors are getting a message of concern. Yeah, they're really concerned. Concerned. They're disconnected. They're disconnected from their perception, like maybe they can't see anymore. They've been disconnected, and they're not able to affect a change. And we've got shine and 6 of Pentacles and mature woman and child and great fortune. Whatever they did in this family room, it's caused an ending or an ending. This person can't stop thinking about this woman in this house. They're facing imprisonment for the work that they did against this main female in her courtship. So this community has lost control over the compass. It could be that this compass is with the woman, and this community has lost control of it. They're resisting. She's in balance. She's got the compass, and she's in balance. And this community has lost control. They're challenged because she's courageous, and they weren't able to get a love relationship with her, and they weren't able to get the promise that is hers. She's got the promise, and they weren't able to get a love relationship to attach themselves to this promise. Wow, all these cards just came out. That's a lot of cards, Spirit. They all just dumped out. We're going to have to read them all. They're challenged because they're unwilling to accept her growth. their friends, it could be they're challenged, they have to surrender. They're challenged by her trusted friends. They're challenged because they don't have any empathy. And they're challenged because there's a change coming. And this female, or however you want to apply the gender, is coming into abundance. She's balanced. She's wholesome. Her pathway is open. She's a scholar. She's an academic. She's learned a lot from this. She has chosen to see the lighter side of life, finding the humor in this, using her intuition in all aspects of life. So even when in a state of indecision, she used her intuition through this heavy burden, this time of heavy burden. This whole tribe of thieves are having some negative thoughts, maybe suffering a restriction. They may be seeking forgiveness. They want to defend their beliefs with the teacher. They're facing bad health over this gift. You're not worried about this. Those who have addictions, they didn't do anything, and there's a transition. They have to move on. This relationship is ending, and they're very concerned about this. They're very concerned about this wholesome person's freedom. They're concerned. There's a celebration. She was able to preserve herself. There's a mature man here. Trying to what? Connect with her? Death. There's happiness. This community is really happy. This wholesome person was able to preserve self. She didn't perish. And this mature man, it looks like, is going to be experiencing, like maybe this is the end of what this mature man can do here. Maybe he experiences an actual ending. Very swiftly. There is the chariot. These puppet people maybe are going to go somewhere. And there's a marriage here too. Maybe these very quickly, these puppet masters and the puppets themselves are going on a journey. They could be contracted to whoever they're married with. They're going to wherever they're married to, whatever they're married to. See, they're puppets and puppet masters, and very quickly they're moving. They're going somewhere. They're making travel. They're moving on, and where they're going is they're going to their puppet master, the one that they have contract with. They have to go with the one that they hold contract with. They're clinging to the past. They're getting a message of concern. something about service. They've been disconnected. They have a very narrow perception. They weren't able to affect a change. Or they can't change what is happening. Something about discipline. Like they might be, this could be discipline that they're receiving. They might be having a new, some sort of a purpose. Maybe this mature woman is coming into a purpose. This mature woman and a child and a great fortune. But this mature man is here, and there's this death. But there's purpose here and patience. And I'll have to clarify some more. You know what it's like? It's like this person who's addicted is coming up against this wholesome person who did nothing because they're concerned, and this relationship is ending. And it's like there's a celebration because when this mature man comes for her, it's like he experiences a death. It's like when he comes for her, she experiences self-preservation, which is a celebration, and he's removed. So if he comes to try to knock her out of this situation, it doesn't. He loses that. She has her freedom, and very quickly they're going to be making a journey to whoever it is that they hold contract with. Libation, prayers, something about religion. They're challenged because there's evidence of everything they've been doing. They're not having sweet dreams. This whole tribe of thieves wants forgiveness. They didn't win. They're in a mental prison. Bad health over coming for this gift. They're trying to defend themselves to the visitors. They're like, this is what we were taught. They were taught a certain way, so they're trying to defend their beliefs according to the teachings. They're in a nightmare. Ooh, there's another card here. They accepted bribes. They accepted bribes to cause nightmares for people, to cause suffering for people, to steal their gift, and to cause them bad health. This is what they were taught to do. And they're defending their beliefs. Somehow they think that that is cool, like that's the thing to do. They have addictions. They didn't really do anything except that. They're concerned because this wholesome person has gained their freedom. They're very arrogant. They don't want to accept this. This wholesome person was able to gain freedom. There's a celebration. She's preserved herself. This mature man is experiencing a death or an ending. He's being stopped. He's stopped in his tracks. He's right here in the lens that he's looking through. He's like right here next to her, like he's attacking her or something. And she's able to preserve herself, and he experiences a death. He's stopped. She has her freedom. He may be like, that may be the journey that he takes, to go home to this person he's in contract with, the puppet master. He's going to be facing some natural disasters, some situations which will cause some frustration and be risky. They're clinging to the past. They have a fear of loss. They want to pretend that everything's okay. They have a message of concern about some sort of service. About this gift, about service, feeling good and helping others. Like, so they got a message of concern about service and a gift. They're being disconnected for their narrow perceptions. They weren't able to affect the change, and there's something about discipline here. This isn't, they know this isn't a fantasy. This isn't in their imagination. This is really happening. This is really happening. And they're stressed out. And we got 32 minutes, and I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you on the next one.